Does multi-driver IAM mean it comes with a hefty price tag? The NX7 Mark IV from Nice HCK debunks that myth. Hello and thank you for clicking on this video where I'll be sharing my thoughts on the Nice HCK NX7 Mark IV. What a mouthful name. This is a 2DD4BA 1 piezo driver IAM coming in at $109, which is surprisingly budget considering how many drivers are packed into this IAM. I knew Nice HCK for their cables and I have the Dragon scale and it's simply gorgeous. So it'll be interesting to see their take on IAMs, but before we dive deeper, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Nice HCK for sending this unit in exchange for my honest feedback. However, as always, all thoughts and opinions are my own. If you've been enjoying what I've been putting out, I hope you consider helping me reach my goal of 3,000 subscribers by hitting that like and subscribe button. I'd appreciate it a lot. Opening the box, you'll be greeted by the IAMs and also Nice HCK case, which is a very compact case with a fall leather-like feel in blue, which is nice, but it's a little tight when you're trying to store your IAMs inside. But if you like compact cases, this case fits the bill. Inside the case, it comes with plenty of interchangeable silicone ear tips for you to choose from, which is nice. It also comes with interchangeable nozzles, which we'll talk about more later, and the cable that it comes with is also very nice, which is expected considering Nice HCK is known for their cables mostly. It balances between having that stiffness but still being lightweight, with the double weave design terminating in 3.5mm for mine, and it has a QDC pin connector, which is typically associated with budget level IAMs, but the design of the IAM helps elevate the budget status with that starry night-like design similar to the Let's Shirt Galileo faceplate design, but the NX7 Mark IV has a gold ring around the faceplate with its name on it, and it has a translucent grey resin shell which showcases the driver's inside, and that is always a cool look on any IAM, and it's no exception here. For fit and comfort, for the amount of drivers in this IAM, it's actually surprisingly compact, and with all the curves and contours, it actually fits in my ear no problem. It's snug, it doesn't apply any unnecessary pressure, and I can wear this IAM for hours no problem. I'll describe the sound based on the gold nozzle first, which is supposedly the balance tuning, and explore more on how the other nozzles affect the sound, if any. On the gold filter, it brings what was intended, a very balanced like sound signature where there's enough bass, there's enough treble, and giving you an overall warm presentation. However, there's a bit of bleed going into the mid-range, but it makes for a full and warm sounding vocal note. The bass note, however, has sufficient punch and slam with a bit of rumble to keep things engaging and exciting. There's enough sharpness to the trumpet notes. I still put a very mild caution as there is some sharpness to the S's and T's when it comes to female vocals, but not too overdone, but it's missing a bit of that openness to its sound. And if I'm being very critical here, there's a bit of veil on the gold filter, but that's lifted on the other filters, but for what it brings and at the current price, it'll please the general masses. The presentation is neither too forward or recessed, imaging is average, and considering the amount of drivers in this IAM, it doesn't have the final word on detail retrieval. You can hear some macro details coming through, but not sure if it's because of the dominance from the lower regions or the fact there isn't sufficient openness and separation to the sound. The micro details do get lost in really busy tracks, but as mentioned earlier, as an overall, the NX7 Mark IV still delivers a presentation that is balanced across the board, but nothing that either offends too much nor does it stand out in any particular area. Changing to the black filter is essentially a bass boost, where you're getting a meatier, heavier bass note, and there's a bit more rumble as well, so it gives a bit more texture to the sound. It doesn't have the same bass snappiness as something like the Dunu Falcon Ultra. It's just a full and weighted note, but it makes the bass bleed a bit more obvious. However, if you're looking for bass and musical engagement from the NX7, then the black filter is the way to go. The red filter essentially boosts the upper regions while reducing a little from the bass, so it's a leaner bass presentation, but it's much snappier and quicker compared to the black filter, so some might prefer the red filter as it presents a slightly more impactful sound with that snap from the bass note. The mid-range is also pushed forward, but a little too forward for my personal liking, as it's crossing the realm of being a little too shouty. However, with the reduction of bass, the treble presentation comes through clearer, trumpet sounds a little sharper, that veil seems to be lifted slightly on the red filter, but then it's now coming with a bit more caution for treble sensitive people because it has more energy and is also closer to you, so there's a risk of a minor but possible pierce to the ears. However, if you're looking for a clearer sound from the NX7, the red filter is the way to go. So the only other multi-driver IAM within this price range that I can think of would be something like the KZAS24. The KZAS24 has 12 BA driver per side against the 7 driver hybrid configuration from the NX7 Mark IV. In terms of sound presentation, the NX7 Mark IV hits harder and there's a lot more weight and warmth from the Nice HCK compared to the KZ AS24. However, in terms of technicalities, the AS24 brings a lot more details to the presentation, is more separated, there's a sense of space with each sound, so it's a battle of two different profiles and is ultimately what you're looking for in your sound. So in summary, I think this IEM delivers what you would expect from this price range in terms of overall package. A warm, balanced yet safe presentation with plenty of neat accessories and tuning options. However, if you're focusing specifically on sound, there are plenty of competitors out there, like the Curfine Delchi or even the Let's Shure S08 that brings a bit more to the table for a more competitive price that unfortunately overshadows the existence of the Nice HCK NX7 Mark IV. But I believe Nice HCK is on the right track, and if they can take it from here and improve further, the next iteration is going to be exciting. However, these are based on one man's experience and I'm curious to know yours. Have you heard the Nice HCK NX7 Mark IV and what are your experiences like? Comment below and let me know. And with that all said, thank you again to Nice HCK for this opportunity and to all of you for watching. See you in the next video.